Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the July 2018 Budget With Me video. If you'll notice, I don't really have anything here with me today, and if you'll also notice the date, the month is almost over. So I do apologize for that. I've actually been sick for the entire month ever since the 1st, and I've been waiting for it to pass so that I can sit down and film, but it hasn't. So of course we have already gone through the first half of the month and spent that money, budgeted that money and spent that money, and now that it is the second half of the month, we have that part budgeted as well, and we are currently spending that money. So I didn't want to not put a video up at all this month. I did just kind of want to sit down and touch base with you because I really do enjoy being able to put the budget video up, and I kind of just wanted to give you an overall idea of our budget for this month. And I also decided that in each new monthly video I will update you from the previous month. That way I'm not putting out 2 videos each month, and that way it doesn't get confusing. And so I will update you from June, I think, as well, right? Wait. So this month's video is the August budgeting video, and I will update you from July's budget video. Okay, so I had an idea for the month of July that I wanted to try, and I really did like it. It is a little bit time consuming, and you do have to have a little bit of dedication in order to do it, and I have not been doing it this month, but I wanted to share it with you in case it might appeal to you. In addition to budgeting our money, I actually wanted to ensure that we are truly tracking our budgets each month and tracking them accurately, because a lot of the times, much like this month, I don't track our budgets. I used to a long time ago when we first started doing budgeting, and I was really good at it, but I'm just busy now, and I feel like the money's there, and even if we do run out of the budget, we usually have like a cushion of money that, you know, we don't budget the way that we should, and it just kind of gets all spent, if that makes any sense. So like, what I'm saying is, any leftover money that we're supposed to have to put on debt, sometimes it gets spent going towards our budgets because we don't manage our budgets correctly. That means that we have less money to pay off on debt for that month. So for the month of July, I really wanted to make sure we were tracking the money accurately. So what I thought of doing was putting receipts inside of envelopes. So I wrote an envelope for each category that we have in our budget, and for each category I kept the actual paper receipt for it and put it in this envelope. That way, at the end of the month, or even throughout the month, if I want to sit down and look at what we spent in that budget, I don't have to just go through our online banking, what is the thing called? Like our ledger. And just kind of pick out which ones we spent, because I do kind of forget which ones go to what category. Does this make any sense? I will forget which, it is kind of hard to track just online through our bank sometimes. So I wanted to be able to keep up with it in a paper form. And receipts was the best way that I could come up with to do that. So that is why I have these envelopes, and I did actually put all the receipts in here last month. I was keeping track of them pretty well. I may have forgotten a receipt or two, and my husband's not that great with bringing me receipts sometimes, so there's probably a few missing. But for the most part, we did get all of them put in here. And throughout the month, I was able to go through and calculate these and make sure that we were staying on track. That really helped me, so I wanted to share that with you in case it would help you. However, we have not done that this month. These envelopes are still full of July's receipts because I haven't even cleaned them out and put our new receipts in. I did start collecting the receipts in my wallet, but I never did take them out and separate them. I guess I do also want to share with you that the first half of our month went really well. Okay, so I don't have the numbers available to me. I do have them all written down, but they're not in this room, and I haven't been keeping track of this month's money as well as I could be or should be. So I'm not very well organized for this video. But the first half of this month did go really well. We have let me think. We have spent within our means as far as our budgets for the first half of the month, as well as our personal spending money. And of course, we paid all of our bills. I don't think we had anything left over No, we didn't. We didn't have anything left over. We actually had to just keep part of our budget money in our account for the first couple of weeks to get us through until payday, which was the 17th or something like that. So now that we've gotten paid for the second half of the month, we're working on paying the second half of the month's bills, along with budgeting the rest of our necessary items, and anything left over will go towards debt. I did recently calculate a number because I did go through and kind of calculate what we had left for the second half of the month, and my number was I don't remember the exact number, but it was over $700. We are planning a trip to California at the beginning of September, so whatever money was not used this month was actually not going to go on debt, and instead it was going to go towards our trip to California because we are needing a little bit of extra money while we're there. However, I'm just going to be honest, I'm not really keeping track of our budgets as well as I should be. So I'm keeping track of them in my mind, which is only effective to a degree. So although we are kind of keeping track of it in a sense, I'm not going crazy, still it needs to be kept track of very accurately, and I'm not doing that. So it's very likely that we will have just a little bit of money left over to take with us to California instead of like $400 or $500 like we'd hoped. But that's where we're at right now. Just in general, anytime that we don't keep an accurate track of our budgets, we do tend to overspend in our categories. And I'm trying to prevent that. That is the reason that I'm trying to really track our budgets and make sure we're spending the right amount of money. Because I am only wanting to budget the $10.80 each month, no more, and that way we can have the most each month to pay off on debt. So that's the reason it's so important for us to track our budgets, and I have not been doing that this month, and that does happen frequently. So that's nothing new. Just kind of wanted you to be aware of that. Just kind of wanted you to be aware of that. And just kind of let you know that this really isn't a great month for us financially as far as keeping track of everything. And then, of course, when that happens, we usually don't have as much money left over at the end of the month as we should, simply because we don't track it very well. Okay, but I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope this wasn't terrible. I did want to just put something up and kind of let you guys know a little bit about what's going on for this month, as opposed to not having anything up, because we are doing stuff. It's just not we're just not doing a very great job. So was that it? And I'm a little sick too, so I feel like I've been foggy all month long. And I'm not really sure if I've said everything in this video that I need to. So in conclusion, we should have a very few $100s left over at the end of this month, maybe between $300 and $500, and that is actually that's gonna be all of our leftover money for the entire month. I already know that. And then that money is actually going to go towards our trip to California. So we won't have any money to pay off any debt this month. We're not going to do that. And in my debt diary video, I actually discussed with you guys putting that on hold for a few months so that when we do come back from California, we can work on saving some money right now. Because we have some expenses coming up. We've got Christmas, and we've got property tax at the beginning of the year and income tax shortly after that. So we are going to work on saving some money. That is going to be our new goal right now. And I guess I will see you guys back here for the September video and let you guys know how it's going and maybe have a better idea of what our goals are and what we're looking at. So just join me back here if you want to see how it's going. But thank you guys so much for watching and for tuning in. And please just comment any suggestions or questions in the comments below, and I will talk with you there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.